Hey, my lives. So, I haven't done a reading in a couple of days, but I felt called to do a reading today because today was a very, very hard day. I felt like everything was testing me. Everyone was testing me. And I work a job that I want to get out of it and I want to do other things, and I've been trying to, just put my time and effort into these other things that I want to be doing, my own business, making intention bracelets, writing, and I feel a shift coming, like job/career wise, financially. The song that's been playing in my head today was Rich Girl. I think it's by Gwen Stefani. I don't know. I barely ever listen to it, but it's been in my head today. But I am usually really good at keeping my control in this job, like even when things piss me off. But today, I couldn't do it. The amount of outbursts I had just of rage because of stupidity, it was insane, and it wore on me. We have the Page of Pentacles. I know I've been getting like a lot of messages the last couple of days, like in my dreams, and I unlocked something spiritually yesterday, like a level of dreaming that I have not hit before. Speaking with ancestors that I have not spoken to before, but they had some pretty insightful knowledge. Two of Pentacles. I know right now one of the things that I have been working on the last few weeks is self-worth. That's the other thing. There's been a lot of getting rid of like self-limiting beliefs of self-worth and sticking to my guns about the things I believe in and not falling under people, I don't know, like trying to persuade me that I'm wrong. We have the King of Wands, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. I'm going to pull one more card. But I've really been having to stick to my guns about what I believe in and what I want to be doing. The Page of Cups. But also getting rid of all those like core mindsets of how I see myself. And in turn, that has been, this may be a little bit TMI, but it's been causing like the worst period I've ever had. I actually went home from work one day this week when my period first started because I was so nauseous from the pain that I felt like I was going to throw up. And I don't normally use a heating pad. My mom gave me her heating pad, and I had to get nausea medication because I just felt so sick. So there's definitely a transformation going on, and I can feel a shift happening. I know we're about to step out of Venus retrograde, so maybe this is like a wrap-up of whatever was needing to be learned. 444 on the timer. Whatever was needing to be learned during Venus retrograde is coming into fruition. I think it ends tomorrow and goes transit, I think is what it's called. Anyways, I'm gonna read the cards, see what they mean, and then get back to you. Okay, so with the Page of Pentacles, this has to do with dream messages. And I would say, if it's not in your dreams, you may be getting some sort of messages from previous generations that you haven't spoken to before, or past lives that you haven't spoken to before, that have insightful knowledge about how you should be moving forward in this next step. I do think that this message does, for the most part, have to do with finances and like business or career opportunities, but I think that someone is to come in to help you in this process or give you insightful knowledge. It doesn't say whether or not like they stay long term, but whatever they are to give you like knowledge wise is something that I think is going to stick with you and benefit you. With the Two of Pentacles, this talks about like financial, like juggling your finances. And the way that I see that is just, so there's that card, and then there's also, for the Five of Pentacles, there's financial loss. And I think with those two cards, you may have grown up in a time where you dealt with financial lack. You had to learn to live, it's not frugally, but like the opposite of that. To like make sure that you learn good patterns, or maybe your parents didn't have good patterns with money, and those things you're having to unlearn. With the King of Wands, this talks about good news coming in, and it's specifically, when I read like the description deeper, it talks about a possible businessman coming into your life, bringing you some sort of like insightful knowledge or good news. So I would say that there's a possible opportunity for career change, but they could also be giving you insightful knowledge about how you should be going about your finances. And I think with that, it's, hold on, I gotta pause this real quick. I think the knowledge like that you are getting just in general is, as much as possible for now, there's like, while you're going through this transition, money's going to be tight. So make sure you're saving as much money as you can and you're not just spending it on stupid shit. But with the Page of Cups, this talks about emotional risk. And I think that the emotional risk is that you're going into some sort of career that serves your highest good and it makes you feel good, but it may not make as much money in the beginning, and you could be throwing like a massive risk going for this opportunity. In the long run, it'll be like it'll be good for you, better for you even, but in the beginning it could be very difficult for you until you like get your footing. The thing that I see with this is, for some reason I just think of Moana when I see that card, and I think of that one song where she's talking about like that she knows who she is. You know who you are, and you know what it is that you want and what you need. So stick to those guns, because in this time you're going to be having a lot of people telling you what to do, and that may not work for you. So like, it's not to say don't listen to their advice, but if it sounds like it doesn't resonate with you, don't take it to heart. Just like move on. You focus on what you need to be letting go of and starting new patterns.